Welcome, everybody, to Game of the Month discussion number 43, taking place halfway through December, but you're not going to know that because you're watching this on January 1st. Happy New Year. Anyway, this month we are talking about the one and only legendary Super Mario Bros. 3, and this is going to be inverted because I didn't feel like fixing it. So, joining me this month, we have a wonderful discussion panel, so we're going to go with our long-term collaborator here of SMWiz. Welcome. And joining us today are a couple of new faces. Up there in the corner, we've got the bearded maniac himself, Believe 1286. And down in the corner, we've got the deadest zergling of them all. Welcome both. Glad to have you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
And Wiz, just what's up, man? Anyway, Mario Brothers 3. This one came out originally in 1988 in Japan, and then 1990 for North America, about a year and a half difference between the two. And is considered by many to be one of the best Mario games ever made, which is great after last month's Game of the Month discussion being Super Mario Galaxy, one of the worst Mario games ever made. So the contrast is shocking between these two games, and honestly, I'm glad that everyone voted to do Mario 3 because it was a wonderful palate cleanser to close out 2025. So, we're gonna just start with our newcomers here. Dead Zergling, when did you first experience Mario 3?
Let's see. Probably when I was about 8, so that'd be around 1990, 1991. And like basically, yeah, I would just play it. Me and my cousins, we were all around the same age, and we all learned about the warp whistles, and everyone knew how to get at least 2, so you could skip straight to 8. And we had a habit of just going straight to 8, and I know World 8 better than most worlds for that reason.
Oh man, that's pretty awesome then.
Oh, I also have a fun story that happened while we were playing Super Mario 3, if you'd like to hear it.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so me, my cousin Adam, he's like a year older than me, and then my cousin Jamie, we were playing Super Mario 3 together, right? So me and Adam, we wanted to move on, but she loved World 3. Female Koopa, she's the girliest girl who ever girled, So, we got into a huge argument about whether to move on or not, and she said, well, me and Adam were reasonable because there happened to be another Nintendo at Grandma's house. So it's like, okay, we'll just play another Super Mario 3 over there, and you can keep that one. But that one was near her room, so there wasn't going to be any of that. So there's a lot of arguing, and somehow we ended up locked out of our grandma's house over Super Mario 3.
What?
Kids are meant to be seen and not heard.
Yeah.
You got sent to play outside and burn that energy off.
Well, what I'm saying is,
oh man,
me and Adam got locked out by Jamie. There were no adults around at this time.
Oh.
Okay?
Oh man.
So
glorious.
I fortunately had my shoes on. My cousin Adam did not. He lived about a mile and a half away, so we had to walk over to his house to deal with the situation because we got locked out.
Oh man, yeah, that's pretty great. What a memory.
Yes, but the story doesn't end there.
Oh no.
Because this was very close to July 4th, you see.
Mm.
And I had a bunch of fireworks. So
oh no.
they were hidden from me. But while I was away with Adam, Jamie took all the fireworks and was lighting them off. And she blamed it on us and made up this story. So Grandma Elaine comes over and she lets us have it, and we're like, what? We had no idea.
Of course, Grandma's gonna believe the granddaughter over the grandson.
Eventually, she did admit to lying, but it took
Oh, that's
a
good.
long time. So I didn't get any huge punishment or anything like that. It's just like, what are you talking about?
Oh,
to be fair,
man.
we did get in trouble earlier that day for using fireworks, so we weren't completely innocent. But that second
That's
time,
why the story was believable.
oh yeah, but the second time, no.
Oh, man.
Anyway, that is my story, and yes, we got locked out over Super Mario 3.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. All right. All right, Devin. How'd you play this one?
It was about 1990 as well. I lived that summer at my cousin's house
Did you
in
get locked out of the house
California. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
that's a fun
actually,
story.
when we moved there, I think my cousin had just bought the game, and I just remember asking him. I was about 5 at the time, maybe 4, and I just remember asking him like, "When is it my turn? When is it my turn?" And I never got to really play it too much because he was the one doing the playing, and watching him unlock all of the secrets. He actually bought the guidebook, so he knew how to get all the secrets and all the special white mushrooms and the ghost ships and all that stuff. So I had no idea how to do it as a kid, but it was fun. Yeah, I remember he had it in his bedroom, and we would just sit at the foot of his bed and watch him or play with him if he wanted to do 2-player. But we had to always be Luigi. He was always Mario.
Get player 2.
Yep, player 2 all the time.
Oh, man.
But yeah, that's my first time playing that. Yeah.
Yep. All right, Wiz, how about you?
So I was actually super late to the party on Mario Brothers 3, because we had the original Super Mario Brothers on the NES, played that like crazy, but we didn't get a Super Nintendo until Christmas. I don't remember if it was of 95 or 96. I know it was one of those two based on the house we were living in. The grandparents bought us a Super Nintendo for Christmas, and it came with this copy of Super Mario All Stars, this very cartridge. And so that was the
Beautiful.
first time that I got to play Mario 2, Mario 3, the Lost Levels. Like, that was. So, quickly determined that, Mario 2 exists. That's fine, whatever. But, Mario 3 got a lot of time and attention.
You don't like
and,
Doki Doki Panic? Come on now.
I've never played Doki Doki Panic, so I can't speak to that. But,
Mario 2.
It's Mario 2.
it's the base game. They made more changes to it than just the sprites, despite
That's
what
true.
the internet will tell you.
I know.
That's
At
true.
I
least
know.
it brought
That's the
us
joke.
Birdo and Shy Guy.
Yeah, and how many games that are not sports titles has Birdo appeared in afterwards?
Too many.
None. No, like
I have no idea.
Mario
there's
Tennis?
No, she's not in any mainline games. She's just in the sports games.
Yeah.
So, anywho, yeah. So super late to the party, but played it a ton, and yeah, I'll interject a short story too that I hadn't been planning on telling, but um, I said my first swear while playing Mario Brothers 3, and lucky for me, my 6'2" army officer father walked right by the room as I did it. So
Oh, no.
yeah, I didn't say any more swears after that. It says corporal punishment doesn't work. I say you probably haven't experienced it done correctly, but that one had some shelf life on it. But so yeah, there's a certain level of Mario 3 that when I'm playing it, I'm gonna always remember it's like, that's why it hurts when it rains. No, but I mean, I love Mario 3. It's great, and in spite of one thing that was at least half my fault.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually in a similar boat. I did not play Mario 3 until Super Mario All-Stars came out. I don't remember when I got it. I think I got it for birthday or Christmas, 94, 95 as well. And so Mario 3 was definitely my most played game of that collection because I just had a lot of fun with it. I remember doing some two-player with my brother, and I made him Luigi because I was the more bigger game player of the family, even though I was the youngest. And then I remember playing some two-player with other people from church from time to time too. So I'm pretty sure I played it with Devin in two-player at one point growing up. I don't recall the specifics, but I didn't play the NES version. Might have emulated it at some point along the way, but I didn't play an official version of 3 on NES until Wii Virtual Console. And then I picked up this cartridge sometime in 2016, I think. But what's fun is my wife's grandparents had a cabin, and in that cabin they have an NES downstairs, and the only game that they have there, Mario 3. So every time we go up there, we get some Mario 3 playtime in, but I've never actually beaten that copy of it. And what's funny is, to do this Game of the Month discussion, we were up there playing Mario 3. But I decided to do it through my computer so I can earn retro achievements. And unfortunately, we were doing it one night, and I was doing it with Devin. So we're playing in two-player mode, and the first night we're playing it, I'm logged into the wrong retro achievement account. And so Devin goes to bed around World 6, and I'm like, yeah, I'll just play it without him and beat it. And then I get through World 7, like halfway through World 7, and realize I'm logged into the wrong retro achievement account. So I was like, well, suck.
Time to go to bed.
So I just immediately exited out, and I was like, screw that. So the next morning, I woke up early because the kids were throwing massive fight or fit or something, so it woke me up, and so I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to start on Mario 3. So I turned it back on, logged into the right retro achievement account, and was playing it through two-player with them until Devin was ready, and I was like, all right, hop back in. So he hopped back in around World 6 where he'd quit the night before. And we went through and finished the game, so it's like, man, I'm actually prepped for this Game of the Month. And there is a lot about this game that I did not know before doing that retro achievement playthrough. I did not know about the white mushroom houses. Like, I never knew that was a thing, and I was like, wow, that gets you some interesting stuff. That's really cool. Like, that's great. And I wish that I was as proficient in World 8 as Dead Zergling, because that is one of the most brutal Mario experiences for me still to date, despite having beaten this game a few times.
You just get the P-Wing or Frog suit and get to the level.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
kind of like it's the question you have the most trouble with on a test that you remember the best. Because, yeah, I had a lot of trouble with World 8, but I have seen it so much that I can pretty much do it in my sleep at this point.
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
But Mario 3 is an interesting one on NES because you look at Mario Brothers 1, and like it's one of the first NES games, obviously, so it just looks so archaic.
It looks like a brand new game. Like
it looks like a brand new system, yeah. But then you get
Yeah.
to Mario Brothers 3, and they have the mappers and stuff for NES that let you do way more advanced stuff, and it just looks like such a generational leap compared to Mario 1. Like, it's insane. And obviously, the real Mario 2 was just a continuation of Mario 1, so it didn't really change a whole lot. So, it's really impressive to look at. And obviously, when we played through it on Super Mario All-Stars, it's all redone. And so, I was very used to that version of that game. And so, going back to the NES version, it's like, wow, this is... Like, it's not a downgrade to me. Like, I don't want to say it's a downgrade, but it's just very different. And it's cool to see that original style.
Mhm.
But I think it's really funny how this they try to make this game look like a play, and so interviews have come out later that like, yeah, it's a play. The whole thing was them making up the story. So Doesn't get to count in my Mario headcanon of him being a sociopath because it's all fake violence this time instead of him actually murdering everybody.
Just like Mario 2 is a dream.
Yeah, exactly.
USA
Yeah.
Mario 2 is a dream.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Mario 3 is a play.
Yep. So
So
it's
like
it's not the real violence.
You know, it's one and worlds that are your canon events.
Yeah. And one establishes the fact that he's a mass murderer, so it's all good.
Only if you play him that way.
Everyone played him that way at first.
Yeah, get through the whole game without
I
a
was like,
single.
watch the speedrunners fly through that without touching anything.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm sure when they were kids, they mass murdered a bunch of citizens of the Mushroom Kingdom themselves.
Well, keep in mind, guys, keep in mind, if you read the manual carefully,
Yep.
it even says that the bricks are made out of Mushroom Kingdom people
Exactly.
that Bowser turned into bricks.
Yep.
So even just breaking the geometry, you are killing millions of innocents.
Exactly.
Yeah, we talked about that before. It's like 'cause that's one of the things. Like, because when you play some of the later Mario games, and all of a sudden Bowser's using magic, it feels random. But it's like, no, he had that from the beginning. He
Yeah,
used
he's always been magic.
to turn the soldiers and citizens into blocks.
Yep.
But again, no one forces you to break a block in that game. That's a choice you, the player, make.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Bowser got to use the same level of magic when you fought him?
That would be pretty intense.
Well,
Kind of what
turn you into a brick.
Yeah.
It kind of adds a new dimension to when you get to the later parts of the game, and he's flinging tons of hammers out. It's like, are those for breaking the bricks?
Exactly. Oh man.
We'll get into Bowser brick breaking later when we talk about that final fight.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So since this is an NES era game, obviously there isn't really a whole lot of story contained within the game itself. But Mario 3 actually does have quite a bit as you play through, because you progress through a world, you get to the castle, and Toad informs you about how the king of that castle has been transformed by Bowser, and you have to go and get the wand back so that way you can change him back. So, again, it's all set as a play, but you go in, you beat up the Koopalings. This is the first game that had the Koopalings in it, if memory serves, because they obviously weren't in Mario 2 or Mario 2 USA. So that was a really cool addition. You have extra characters to fight, and so you didn't have to refight Bowser every single time like Mario 1. They attempt to make each feel a little bit unique, but if you're quick enough, they all kind of feel the same because you just flop on their heads and are able to
get them before
they do their extra attacks. Yeah.
Yeah, but as kids, we were generally timid about fighting these things.
Yes, we were.
It was so counterintuitive. The first time you reach one of these small, you're like, well, you can't jump on Bowser. I know that from playing Mario 1. You'll die. And it's like, no, jump on these guys' heads. It's like,
That's
very
right.
different.
Yeah, I don't think I really had that trouble since I never played Mario 1 up to that point either, though.
Yeah, see, it's funny because if you played Mario 1, it kind of conditioned you not to fight them that way.
Yeah, I guess it would. Yeah, it really wasn't a problem for me. Like, I was just like, because I played Mario 3 before I played Mario 1. It looked more interesting, because I played Mario 1, I was like, yeah. Then I played Mario 3, I'm like, yay, power-ups!
I always felt better about taking them out with the fire flower or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that until this playthrough either. Like, I didn't know that was a thing at all. Like, I didn't even know you could do that in the original Mario Brothers.
Yep.
Until a couple years ago.
That's how you make the final Bowser in Mario 1 reasonable.
Huh. Yeah, I had no clue.
Blast him in the face.
No clue. Plus, I'm not good enough to make it to any of the Bowsers in Mario 1 with a fire flower, so, I mean, there's that problem to go with.
Yeah, there's lots of different techniques there, because, I mean, you could also just damage boost if you just want to get the axe. Or even the 8-4 Bowser, when you hit him small, if you just are running full speed, you can first cycle jump over his head between the hammers and hit the axe.
Mm-hmm.
But if you wait, you're kind of cooked.
Yeah, I've been meaning to beat Mario 1 for my retro achievements account for like the last 7 years, and I get to like World 4-2, and I'm just like, I don't want to. So, like 3 minutes into the game if you're using warps.
I was like, 4-2 is plenty fun. No, I was like, it's... Oh no, is it 8-2 that has that awful jump?
Yeah, I think so.
The big
Yeah,
jump?
it's that one where You have to jump off the pipe,
Yeah, you gotta jump
or
off
at
the
least you
pipe
think you do.
or run off the pipe at full speed. But yeah, I mean we're getting into Mario 1 now, but it's like you sit down and play Mario 1. It's basically 1-1 until 8-2, and it's not till 8-2 that the game decides to turn on.
Oh man. Yeah, I
Well,
don't.
8-1 is pretty arn too because of that time limit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No being careful on 8-1 if that's what you've been doing.
Yeah, maybe that was a problem as a kid. I don't know. I've played through that game so much I don't even remember there being a different time limit on it.
Yeah. But anyway, back to Mario 3. Back to Mario 3.
Yeah, the thing that's interesting with it is like, yeah, because it's like a play, but when you look at the instruction manual, they make a point of you're not in the Mushroom Kingdom. They've gone to a different place called the Mushroom World, which is questionable
Mushroom
originality. It's like Mushroom Kingdom,
Mushroom Kingdom is contained within the Mushroom World, right?
I don't know.
So here's the other thing.
Basically, you kind of portal your way in.
Here's the other thing. Are all the Princess Peaches like different Princess Peaches, or are they all one Princess Peach who lives at 7 different castles, 8 different castles? No, 7 because Bowser's castle.
Well, hold on. Mario 1, she's only in the last castle. Don't you remember? Our princess is in another castle.
Yes.
And in Mario
3, she sends the letters in 3.
Yeah, she sends the letters in 3.
But that's the thing. Yeah. She's not in the castle at that point. She's back in the Mushroom Kingdom, sending you letters for thanking you for rescuing the kings.
Yes,
it's after you beat World 7, you get a letter from Bowser dissing you for while you were away. He went back and snuck in and kidnapped the princess.
Yep.
That's right. That's right. That's how that works. Yeah, I feel slightly lower IQ for having made this an entire point of discussion now, but there we go.
No,
okay.
It's good. You were just doing it to beat people to the comments about it, and now everybody learned.
But yeah, so
one of what happens when you're furiously mashing the button to skip the text.
One of the things that I liked about 3 too is the actual power-up variations too.
Mm-hmm.
That's like even the newer ones, I'm like,
nothing has matched it.
Still want the tail. I still want the hammer suit, the Tanuki suit. Like
the frog suit was fun and water. It actually made water levels like enjoyable for the actual underwater levels. Like that was cool.
Yeah.
It's we were starting to talk about Mario 3 and that jump from Mario 1 to 3, and like, I mean, this one is like really impressive for what it did. I mean, it added some like 40 something new enemies, which is completely insane. Added tons of power-ups, added a bunch of new mechanics, obstacles, and like, it's really wild how far it propelled the IP forward.
Yeah.
And like how much of the stuff that you see introduced in this game that still persists through Mario today.
I mean, this is essentially the founding of the modern Mario DNA when you want to stop and think about it, because it's like you have your 8 worlds. I mean, that started with Mario 1, but you have your 8 worlds,
Mario
but you have multiple
foundation, and then this expanded upon it in the modern Mario.
This one has the multiple levels instead of just 3 or 4.
Yeah, and you have the choice of going to which level is available to you. You have different paths to get to the end.
Yeah,
or you can choose to do them all.
And you can skip a couple levels if you don't enjoy them.
Yeah. Yep. I for this playthrough, I did the 100% just for the sake of being able to do it.
We went 100% as well.
We did as well.
I wasn't going to do the warps.
There were several levels that I normally skip, and it's been so long since I played them, I didn't remember, why did I ever skip this level? And you get into it and like, I know why I skipped this level.
Yep.
I will say this about Mario 3. Like, I love the amount of power-ups it has. I love that they're very unique. And there really aren't too many, like, useless ones, except for maybe the music note and,
They need to have more boot, though.
They did need to have more boot. That's true.
That's the wild thing, because I think probably all of us as kids remembered how awesome the boot was. It's like the greatest item in the game. It's only in one level.
It is only in one level, but it was just that memorable.
There's only 3 or 4 of them.
It was that memorable, though. Like, how crazy is that? One level and it's that memorable. But yeah, the Tanuki suit was a blast, being able to turn into the statue. I remember the first time I accidentally like pressed down and B at the same time and turned into the statue, and I was like, "What?" Because I didn't read the manual. And I'm like, "What the heck
But
is
that was
that?"
the original ground pound, really.
Yeah, in essence, yeah.
Yep.
But like being
Yeah.
able to avoid damage like that, because that's why I was freaking out. I was like, oh, what? Didn't hurt me. But the vast amount of levels in each world was also a really, again, like we said, a big selling point of expansion between 1 and 3. But there are so many auto scrollers in this game that I just did not remember was a thing, because I have not played through Mario 3 in over 10 years at least, probably longer. And so we're playing through it because I think I play like World 1 like repeatedly every time we'd go up to the cabin, and then be like, all right, I'm done. And so playing through the full game, playing through every level, it's like there is a ridiculous amount of auto scrollers in this game. And normally that's a really, really bad thing. But for this one, I'm pretty like 50-50 on. Some of them were really enjoyable and challenging, and others were just like, get me the frick out of this thing.
Would you be referring to the World 5 level with the flying fire spitting guy?
Yeah, that one was one of the ones that sucked.
Fire stomp, yeah.
We were playing through that, and we were like, all right, I made it this far, and I was able to kill him here. You try to kill him on the next one, and we'll see if that works. And it took us like 7 lives to get through it. It was not
It
was embarrassing.
Really lucky on this playthrough. I went into that level with a fire flower, and so when he showed up, I just started jumping and spitting fireballs and sniping him out of the sky.
Yep.
I was like, man, if I had Tanuki here, it's like, I mean, he could turn to stone, but like it'd
then
be
you just
difficult trying to
fall.
fight him.
Yeah, because then you don't get up to the next block fast enough. Rather, it's not falling ones on that one.
The thing that was interesting about this too, so yeah, you have auto scroller, which I don't think they had in the Japanese version of Mario 2. You had one that was close. You had one level that was you were riding on a platform, but you could leap off it and stuff. But this one, so besides introducing the mechanic of the auto scroller, they also have levels where it changes directions. It'll start going up or start going down. It'll speed up. It'll slow down.
Yeah,
it's like
it was intense.
It was like wild. They didn't just set it on like a fixed like horizontal course and speed. Like they had some fun with it.
Yeah, and they tried to continue that with Mario World. They reduced the number of auto scrollers a ton to a much more manageable level, but there are a couple levels where it still goes up and down, but just nowhere near as interesting as Mario 3 did it. I think Mario World is still my favorite of the two games, hands down, but yeah, it was just really interesting to see what continued on from Mario 3 there in my mind, because a lot of that same world structure of DNA came into it, but they added the secret exits and things like that weren't in Mario 3 to a degree. Because there's a couple of secret exits to get warp whistles in World 1.
And you also have, what are kind of secret exits almost where the level will end in a power-up, right? Like getting the hammer suit or getting a Tanuki suit,
Yep.
So those are interesting too. I was thinking like with the screen scroll, the auto scroll, being able to change directions and speed, all of a sudden I went, that was a feature that they implemented in Mario Maker 2. So, I mean, carrying that DNA into the modern era.
Yeah. I like watching Mario Maker playthroughs. I would never be able to enjoy them, but I enjoy watching videos of people doing them that actually have Mario skills.
Yeah.
Mario Maker is just a mixed bag because when you find a good level, it is so much fun, but you have to sift through so much garbage, like what we call little Timmy levels, some kid who's no concept of a level design. It's like, what if I used every single sprite entity I'm allowed to use for every enemy, and I'll just put 1 star here and you just run through them? It's like, okay.
Oh man, he just wants to live out the mass murder headcanon there, man. That's all it is. Anyway.
Yeah, another thing too is I really liked on World 7 the screen wrap. How
Oh
you
yeah,
run
yeah.
to the
Screen
right
wrap.
and you'll appear on the left, and that was a really fun uh, feature to make the vertical levels a lot more interesting. The
Yeah.
platforming.
Yeah.
Question about that though, because obviously in the Mario 3, when you play it in two-player mode, you can initiate the original Super Mario Brothers arcade game battle mode.
hmm
Did the original arcade game have the screen wrapping like it is included in Mario 3
I
version?
believe
I
so.
believe it did. Yeah.
So that's actually a feature that was from
So I've done
a
high
Mario
score
Brothers game
challenges
before
on
the
that
original
silly
one.
game, so
Yeah.
I had some
Yep.
experience.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a returning feature from the original
Yeah.
battle
And
mode.
then in parts of Mario 2 USA they had it as well. Where
hmm
you'd fall like in the beginning when you fall down.
Yeah.
Had that too, from what I remember.
I just liked the implementation of it for the platforming, the
Yeah.
pipe
Yep.
specifically, because you had to jump. It's almost counterintuitive. You want to stay on screen, but you have to jump off screen to get back onto the other side to
Yeah.
go up a certain pipe, and it was a lot of fun.
You know what made that even worse? Because I didn't see you do it the first time, so I forgot it was actually a thing. And so when I came to replay the level after you had died on it earlier on, I was like, how the frick do I get out of here? And like the last games I've played that involve jumping off screen are Smash Brothers, so that's obviously death. So
Yeah.
I'm like, what? And then you're like, jump. I'm like, oh, okay. So
You know what would have made that perfect is if before he did it, if he had said, "Check this cool out of bounds glitch," and then jumped. that would have been magic.
that would have been great. Oh man. Oh yeah,
The
World
other,
7 had a lot of interesting things about it. I
yeah.
wasn't sure I was really gonna like it much, but yeah, like that one level where you drop down the pipe and if you're holding right, you can land on that block right there and you just jump up like 4 and the level ends.
Mm-hmm.
But if you
Mhm.
fall all the way down, it's like one of the like most torturous
of it.
levels to go through. It's like
Yeah.
that is such an amazing troll. I hate you so much right now, Nintendo.
I gotta say, well, we talk about that for a second. Playing through this again and doing the 100% on it, like there were a bunch of times where I was like, this game taught people bad things to do in Mario Maker, because there are just a lot of times where I'm like, I feel like Nintendo's legitimately trolling me, like the number of invisible blocks that will block a pathway and
Oh
stop you
my
from going
gosh.
someplace, the
Yes.
dead ends in mazes, the pick a pipe level, pick a door
Mhm.
levels in castles, you know? I'm like,
Yep.
that's all Mario Maker garbage now, but this is Nintendo sanctioned in '88, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing too that's funny is like I didn't feel like this happened in the later worlds, but in the early worlds, whenever you find a star, they usually put it somewhere where it was useless, like where there weren't enemies, or where there was an obstacle in the way that would like run down your star timer.
Mhm.
Like the
Or
first 3 worlds, stars are like worthless.
you would jump on the music block that knocked it straight down into the death cliff, and it's like,
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
speaking of the troll levels, I think most of us who grew up with it tend to give those levels a pass because we
hmm
saw them so much, we have them memorized. Like, well, it's obvious, it's
Yep.
that one, right?
yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
true.
And I mean,
No, I
that's
mean
what,
you
yeah.
definitely hit a point there. Like, like replaying this, I hit that first ghost house where, you got to pick the right door. And I was like, is it door 5 or 6? I remembered it wasn't the first four, and so it's like,
Yeah, that's what
but
I
like as a
did too.
kid, as a
Yeah.
kid, it's really obnoxious. It's kind of difficult, as a kid, and especially when the timer's counting down, you're freaking out.
Well, you
Yeah.
gotta keep in mind also, as a kid, everyone was playing Super Mario 3, or at
hmm
least half of people.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
if you were stuck on something, just talk about it at school, or look at your Nintendo Power magazine, whatever the case may be,
hmm
and
Oh
you
man,
would learn stuff
miss
that
those
way
days.
because, you have 10, 20 kids at the school playing the same game, people figure stuff out.
Yep, that's
Mhm.
how we learned about
Yeah.
Special World and Mario World.
Yeah. I
Yep.
was, let's say, was it the World 7 Fortress? That there are no enemies inside of it. You've got to
Yes,
find the P switch and double back. Like,
yes.
I think that was a playground answer. I think that was, playground asking because it's like, what is wrong with this castle? There's no enemies in it, and like you just like there's like 3 rooms that you go back and forth between.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
I thought
Yeah.
that was. I remember that level existed. I didn't remember how it worked out, so I was playing through it and just waiting for everything to just spawn in, and I was like, "Oh, what the?" And then with beat it, I was like, "Oh, okay, that was lame."
Or what about that one level where you have to fly with a turtle shell, or you can't win?
Oh
Um.
yeah, the underground cave, and you fly up and you kick the shell in to kill the nippers and
yeah,
break
yeah,
them all up.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. That one
Yep.
was. That one took
At
me a
least that
minute.
one they kind of make obvious by the big holes in the ceiling.
Yeah, that one took me a
Yeah.
minute on this playthrough because I have not made
Yeah.
it that far into Mario 3 for like over a decade, like I said. So getting to that part, I was like, what the heck am I supposed to do? And like, I finally just started flying up into those holes and I found that and I was like, okay, I see what you want me. All right, let me jump back into this pipe because the level just wraps around infinitely. So jump back into the pipe to respawn the turtle and cleared everyone else out but the turtle and did it. And I was like, all right, there we go.
Yeah, probably the one that gets the most people though is that mini castle in World 8 where you have to use the P switch to see a door.
Yep.
Oh, yep.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was World 7. It's World 8. You're right. Oh no,
Yeah.
it's a
Different
you're
P-switch.
talking
Different P-switch.
different
Different.
P-switch. That's right.
Yeah. Different
Because
P
you
switch.
hit the P-switch, go through a door, and you have to run real fast to get to that next door, or to get the
Mm-hmm.
coin underneath so you can hit for the second P-switch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 I just. Yeah. The other thing too is oh, I can't remember the big fish's name.
Which one? If you're above the water, it's Big Bass, and if you're under the water, or it's under the water, it's Big Bertha.
I
I
think
call
it's
them
the
both
one.
Bertha.
Yeah.
AKA your mom.
Yeah.
Sorry, Boss Bass, and Big Bertha. Those are the
Is
two.
Boss Bass the one that just swallows you whole?
It's the one that jumps up and swallows you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that
the
was
one, man.
hilarious. This
That I don't know how
playthrough
many
was so
times.
good.
I don't know how many times we died. Like you
Dude.
hit the
Yeah,
water and
that
you're just
fish
like
was
give up.
terrifying.
Dude.
Yeah.
As a kid, that fish is awful. As an
Yeah.
adult, you go in that level, you're like, okay, open up item menu, fire flower, and now we wait.
Yeah.
It's like
No,
the second he spawns,
this was
it's
great,
on.
man.
It is on site.
I was playing through World 3 with my kids at that point in the Game of the Month playthrough, so just watching them try my kids still don't understand the concept of hold the run button and jump. Like hold the run button to move faster and jump. I don't know how they don't really understand that concept at this point in their lives,
We
but
didn't know better
they don't.
back then.
They
We
don't.
didn't know
They just
better.
don't
It
understand
should
that
be a
concept.
toggle button.
Yeah.
I hate
It
that
should
hold
be.
B to run stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm just watching him walk, leisurely stroll out, try to make the first jump, and then the fish just go. And then even when me and Devin were playing it, this was on the first night when we were trying to play it, so we're like dead tired.
We
We're
were
trying to
also
go through
trying
it.
to
It's just
get points too.
yeah, we're trying to do a
Yeah, we were
retro
trying to do
achievement
an
challenge.
achievement, and we just kept getting eaten and eaten and eaten over
We
and over.
lost
And I
like
think
60 lives to that level,
Yeah,
dude,
we did.
between
It was
us and
bad.
the kids.
Like 4 or 5
Oh,
continues.
Oh man, no. See, this is what's great. Like the first night we were playing it, like I made it halfway through World 7, like I said, but we had like 700 game overs at minimum.
Yeah.
Like not even an exaggeration between me, Devin, and the kids. And then I go back and start it up the next day. I never got a single game over.
Yeah, you had a bunch of lives.
I had like
That's
50
funny.
lives by the end of the game, and I was like, oh, so this is what it's like to play this game only half tired instead of fully tired.
That's funny. And I was thinking, as I played through it this time, I feel like I put the worlds in like 3 different difficulty buckets. Because like 1 through 3 feels like pretty, accessible, welcoming into the game.
I would
Like
say
4 through
World
6
3 is maybe medium.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4 through 6 is like where it starts to, test you a little bit and see what you can do. 7 and 8 is where I think the game gets difficult.
Yeah.
What's crazy to me is that World 3 is not the home of the hardest water level.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
When you talk about the one that has like just a ton of electro jelly and has Big Bertha swimming around and the spiny cheeps.
I think it's around 4 or maybe 6, but yeah, there are so terrible of water levels, but not in World 3, not where you'd expect them to be.
Not in the Waterland.
Yeah.
Their king took care of all the bad levels.
Let's give some credit to this game for having like mostly enjoyable water levels though, because obviously water levels are some of the worst in every game in existence. And
Water levels suck.
they do, but thanks to the frog power up, like these ones can be enjoyable. If you don't have the frog power up, I don't enjoy them a whole lot, but with the frog power up, like I do actually enjoy most of the water levels in this game.
Or for real fun, use the frog suit on any other level.
You get a really nice jump. You're just the rest of your movement sucks.
I was gonna say too, one of the cool things that I really enjoyed, and I had actually just done this maybe a year ago, so before Game of the Month, but learning and actually doing it myself with the help of the Switch's save states. If you beat one of the castles, or I guess it would be the flying ship, with the costume on, the king will say different things to you instead of the normal thing. So he's
I didn't know
like
that.
the Tanuki suit. He calls you a raccoon. Thank you, kind raccoon.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
And then the hammer suit, he asks if he can borrow your clothes.
Yeah, and then he says
I
no
only learned
dice.
about that from watching a streamer.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
never knew
He's
that.
like no dice, something like that. And then the frog, it says something as well. I can't remember though.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
One of those things I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know
Man.
about it until about a year ago.
Man, that's funny. I still can't believe I
Yeah.
didn't know that white mushroom houses existed. I never tried to get all the coins in these levels. Like the fact that they're
Yeah.
coin activated was pretty interesting.
Well, don't they
Unlike
work
Mario
the same
2's
way as those
new
coin ships?
Yeah, the coin ships, I think it just depends on what level you're doing. There's the coin ships, then there's the white mushrooms, and then I can't remember what they're called, but it's like the memory game where you have to flip over 2 cards and
Yeah.
Yeah, the coin ships are a little different because I think the coin ship is triggered by the number of coins you get in the level matching your score at the end, like the last 2 digits.
Yeah, you have to have
It's something
like
weird
that.
like that.
That's one of the retro achievements, and I did not activate it during an entire playthrough of the game once.
Yeah.
Well, it's like manipulating your score is kind of wild.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's more effort than I want to put into it. That's all I can
Yeah,
say.
I was gonna say my cousin, like I said, he had the guide to it, so he was like, "This is how you do this, and this is," and so he just knew how to do it. So I remember watching him get the coin ships or the white mushroom houses and stuff, but I was like, I have no clue
Like when I play through
how
Sonic
he's
and
doing
just
it.
ask you to tell me how to do everything instead.
Yeah,
Seems like
that's true.
no one actually figured this out on their own. They just looked at the source code and then put in Nintendo Power in these guides.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
man.
I don't know back then, like, because I think he got the guide when it came out, and so it would tell. I can't really remember. I just remember him saying like, "Oh, there's this little secret here," and you like look at the book, and I didn't even know how to read yet. I was still learning how, but I just remember like seeing it, and they have like little quotes here. It's like, "Oh, here's a secret tip on how to do this," and when you're going through here and looking at the full maps of the levels to see like planning a route and how to get the stuff that you wanted and then trying to do it and failing several times and my I never looked at the book very often though, but but because I was 4 or 5 years old, running, I was just okay. Got to get to the end. That's all I want to do.
Yep.
Got to get me 3 cards. I don't know how to get the stars or the mushrooms or whatever. I just jump and grab one.
Yep. And if you run in and jump and grab one, you usually always end up with the star.
That's true.
Oh man. So we talked about Boss Bass real quick, and I think most people would probably consider that one of the more scarier enemies of the game because
He can
it gobbles
eat
you
you
up.
even when you're Big Mario.
Yep. Yeah, he doesn't
But
damage
he
you.
doesn't
He just
care.
takes you out.
we need to talk about the other scariest enemy in this game real quick. The sun.
The sun?
The sun.
The sun.
It art imitates real life. Scariest enemy out there, man. It's the sun.
I'm not gonna lie, like, when we got that Super Nintendo, like I said, I knew where we were because the house we were in, and it was in Phoenix. And so it's like the sun is trying to kill me. It's like play video games to escape real life, dude. Like,
Yeah, I'm already used to this. This guy's not
like,
scary.
it's like, look, no shade. I don't understand why people play The Sims. It's like, you want to play a game where you got to get a job and pay a mortgage? Like, do you not understand what life is? Like, I want some escapism, man.
Yeah.
So it's like sun is trying to kill you in Mario 3. It's like I don't need this in my life.
One of my scariest enemies was the stupid statues in the castle, the final castle. Because you never knew which one the lasers were shooting out. Yeah. Like as a kid, it's like, oh gosh, you get close and then back up.
Dude, it's that last one. There's a troll that doesn't shoot you, because you're jumping over the lava. And you have a platform, you're like, there's literally no way to make this jump without crossing through this statue because it's up high and it doesn't fire. It's there to mess with you.
Yeah.
Nintendo be trolling.
So brutal.
Yeah, I would argue that those statues are scarier than the sun.
Yeah, those things were. Yeah. Well, I mean, you would just jump over, like you do the P-wing because you had so many at the end of the game.
Yeah, because I didn't know about the white mushroom houses, and so I had all kinds of P-wings on this playthrough that I'd never had before, and I was like, man, this totally changes World 8.
Yeah. Well, you were just flying over the statues. You're just like, right in the beginning, just fly over.
Peace out.
So I did this playthrough mostly honest. I used P-wings on 2 of the ship levels in World 8, just because they're slow auto scrollers, and I was like, I'm just not in the mood. We're just gonna sit here and mash B, and then the level will end. Like,
yeah, we did that on the.
We P-winged all of World 8, dude.
Yeah, it was not all of them, because the ones where the hand comes up and grabs you.
Oh yeah, we didn't do it on those ones.
Yeah, we didn't do it on those ones, but the ship, the tank, the
boat.
The boat.
You tried to do the frog suit on the boat and you died.
You don't even need the P-wing for the boat. Just swim the whole way.
Yeah, you can swim
we had the frog suit. Well, I had the frog suit, and I was swimming, and I guess I got stuck on some geometry on one of the boats floating by, so it just killed me. I got stuck, and so I was like, "Well, that was the last frog suit. Better
and
use
so I went P-wing."
Yep.
People ask me what my favorite type of wings are, and I tell them P-wing.
Nice. Yeah, you mentioned the hand coming up. That's another interesting element because there's 3 levels there, and it's RNG whether or not it grabs you.
Yeah.
So like when you
based
play
on the
through
frame,
it, like you might get anywhere from 0 to 3 levels there.
And you gotta love how that'll kill a speedrun instantly.
I know, dude. Because like that's like when I'm not watching Ice, my favorite Twitch streamer, 2 of my other favorites I love to watch are Mario 3 speedrunners.
I just caught what you said.
No, it's like I've definitely seen runs that were on pace to be a world record get killed by those hands popping up, and it's tragic.
Oh, it sucks so much.
Yeah, I still don't even know how to avoid them because, like, you watch the TAS runs and it's just perfect.
Yeah, there's some data manips you can do. That game is wild because even like all these years later, we're still learning new things. I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, somebody figured out you can do a data manip to control the movement of the Hammer Bros on the overworld.
Huh.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, because like when you finish a level and Hammer Bros are on the stage, you can't move until the Hammer Bros finish moving. But sometimes they just walk back and forth over and over again, and that'll ruin a speed run too. And
Yeah.
people figured out how to manipulate it so they'll take fewer steps.
Insane.
Yeah, I
That
know.
is
Man
crazy.
level nonsense.
Yeah.
Well, because everyone who runs Pac-Man, they can manipulate the ghost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yep.
I just, please go away. I don't know what I'm doing. Just go somewhere else.
Yep.
Data manipulations are fascinating. I found out only recently, because I think, and I say recently, probably within the last 5 years, watching AGDQ, and someone did one of the Game Boy Advance Fire Emblems, and you can data manipulate like those enemies and data manipulate like your hit and crit levels, and I'm like, that's wild, man.
That is
that
crazy.
just breaks the game so much. Holy crap.
Yeah, well, that's what they do. They're like, and it's so funny because it's like based on your cursor movement. So they're like moving their cursor around seemingly random in the battlefield, not clicking anything, and they're like, I gotta do this so this guy moves the way I want him to, and then misses.
Oh my gosh. No, I think the only data manipulation I really do in like an average playthrough would be when I do Lion King, because the hyenas
Mm.
will attack you and then do something and then attack you again. And so the second attack, if you just jump, they'll jump straight up and land straight down and get tired, so you can jump on them when you're playing as young Simba. So it's like about the only data manipulation I ever do, but then I don't remember which one I'm on, so sometimes I mess up and they just jump through me anyway. So yeah, other than that, it's like not really something I mess with on an average playthrough, obviously. But that's nuts.
Yeah.
Like speedruns are crazy, man.
Speedruns are wild. This game is fun too because there's so many categories. Because you got the 100%, you got the any percent, you have all forts, you know, like all castles. Like just there's all sorts of fun things that people do.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's fun. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But one thing we didn't really touch on a whole lot is the physics of this game. Like we've talked about power-ups, we talked about levels,
Yep.
and level design in this game was pretty good overall. Again, it's pretty trolly at times, but overall I'd say like most of the levels in this game are really fun to play, even with trolling. But the auto-scrolling amount was a little incredible to me going back through it finally, but yeah. I don't even remember what I was trying to bring up first.
I actually like the physics of
That's
of
right,
the
physics.
NES version over the Super Nintendo, in my opinion.
Mhm.
I grew up playing the NES version.
Yeah.
It's built a little bit different. There is a little difference in there, you could tell.
Yeah.
And I
but-
think it might be based on what you'd played first, because I mean, like, I love the Super Nintendo version of Mario 3.
Yeah.
But you're right, the Super Nintendo version of Mario 1, I was like, I'm dying and failing jumps that I shouldn't. I've done this a million times. So it's like
Yeah.
NES version for me on Mario 1.
Yeah, so
Um,
I'm more familiar with the NES version now because I haven't played All Stars since I was a kid. But the thing that stands out to me in either version of the game, and this was one of my biggest complaints about Mario Galaxy last month.
hitboxes.
Well, not just hitboxes. Hitboxes in this game are NES hitboxes. They're a little off. Like, you could jump through things at times because the hitbox isn't totally there. But the precision is here in this game. When you do something, it's going to be repeatable. It's going to be consistent. It's not going to be, hey, how come all of a sudden it's not doing what it did before? And so it's the precision and the controls that make this game another contributing factor to what makes this game so fun to play. And again, that was one of my biggest issues with Galaxy and why I didn't really enjoy it, because like it's so inconsistent. So
Yeah.
gotta love the classics for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even know what to call this. A feature. I don't know. One of the funnest things, and I used to laugh at this all the time as a kid. And my cousin taught it to me. But you can run really quick, get your power, your P power all the way up, and my cousin would duck. So he's sliding with his raccoon tail, but then he'd start jumping. So
Yep.
you're literally flying while Mario's holding his cap down, and the tail's not moving. It's just sticking straight out, but you can hear him wagging it,
Yeah.
and it's just a floating sprite. It was just amazing, and it would make me laugh all the time. All
And
the time.
you could do that when you have the P-Wing activated too to glitch through that wall in Bowser's Castle, which was fun.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, that was some fun stuff, and it's just little things like that. And I was showing Ryan as well. One of the other things that my cousin would do is on the ice world. If you
Oh,
would
yeah.
if you move on the overworld, it just makes the music almost disappear if you're timing it correctly. And so all that you hear is just like one note while Mario is moving before you move again. So you just hear the moving sound and then just one note of the ice world theme at a time. It's kind of funny. But
Yeah.
just little things like that, little memories like that, for me at least, playing it as a kid is what really makes me really like Mario 3. It's probably my favorite Mario game, just because of nostalgia, really.
See,
It's
yeah.
a
It's
solid one
kind of the
too, though.
same way,
Yeah.
nostalgia-wise, because I went from Nintendo to Sega Genesis. I didn't go to Super Nintendo,
Hmm.
and my Super Mario World playthrough was not good because I did it through emulation, and I
Mm.
accidentally mapped the A, B, X, Y buttons backwards.
Oh no.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah, that
But
makes it rough.
one thing that I thought was really cool about Mario 3 was just when you have the star, when you jump, you actually do a little flip.
Yes.
Oh,
yep,
that's right.
somersault.
Yeah, you somersault in the air.
That is something that they are definitely missing from a lot of the later entries. Was just that extra level of style, just because they could.
Yeah,
Yep.
that, and then also again, if you have the raccoon tail and you lose the star while you're jumping, you can waggle the tail and you'll still just be somersaulting through the air until you land. That
That's
was the
fun.
other thing that you just reminded me of.
That's a lot of
So you
fun.
can, yeah, you can literally fly as normal Mario, just spinning
Yep.
if your star runs out while you were flying.
Yeah.
It was funny.
But I want to go back to touching on enemies real quick. That was brought up way back when.
Yeah.
There is just an incredible amount of enemy variety in this game. Every world feels unique because while there are some that have repeat enemies, like most of the time you are introducing new enemies per world. And that was really cool. Uh and then I think my favorite world was World 4 because it
Big
introduced
world.
the big world gimmick and that was so fun. It was so
Dude,
cool to me.
Big world gimmick is right up there with the boot as like the funnest parts of this game.
Yes, it really is. Like, man, like I love World 4. Like I love playing through World 4 and I love the level where you can go through the door to change it from big world to normal world. Like it was just such a cool effect. Like love it. And then we finally saw them try to do that again in Super Mario 64 after so many years. So like not as well. I didn't like it as much in Super Mario 64, but and
Yeah.
Mario 3, man, that was great. Um But just some more visual touches that were really cool. World 5, having to go up through the spiral tower to get to the clouds, and you can see the bottom of World 5 over there in the top left corner. Like,
Hmm.
what an awesome visual touch. Other
Yeah.
gameplay mechanics that we haven't really touched on that I enjoy, being able to open up shortcuts by beating the fortresses.
Hmm.
And then
Getting the
some
key.
Yeah, and some additional power ups like the cloud that let you skip over levels. Like I
Hmm.
remember using
Hammer
those
to break blocks.
extensively as a kid. The hammers to break open the paths as
Boulders,
well to unlock more item houses. So there's there is a good deal of depth in this game, considering it is an NES game. And again, it really set the foundation for this franchise. And so I totally understand why this is so many people's favorite game in the series. Mine is obviously Mario World because of nostalgia, but this is a very close second. And objectively, I'd say this is probably the best game in the franchise, hands down, regardless of nostalgia. Like, you can love it even more because of nostalgia, but just based on pure gameplay mechanics, what's included, like, despite its age, like, the visuals don't hold up compared to newer games, maybe, but I'd still say this game presents a strong argument for being the best game in the franchise to this day.
Yeah, it's also super inviting to beginners because you get infinite continues. I didn't think too much of the locks breaking as a kid because I'd just be flying through the worlds and, we didn't have that much trouble, but it's so cool that it had checkpoints for people who maybe aren't the best at platformers ever. Go ahead, Believe. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I think it's, for the NES visuals, I think it's one of the better looking Nintendo games for sure.
Oh, absolutely. One of the most standout games on the system. There's a lot of really impressive NES games, and so Mario 3 is impressive in a different way because you get some of the RPGs that have some really detailed sprite work because they don't need to have as much going on at a time.
As much movement.
Yeah. And so, like, you can get some really cool detailed sprite work out of it, but, like, on a whole, like, Mario 3 runs really smooth. It manages to avoid a lot of sprite limit per scan line issues. So it doesn't flicker as much as, like, Mega Man games do. And so about the only drawback to Mario 3 is that the left side of the screen has a big blue bar going down it, and even on an original CRT, the overscan area doesn't completely fill that, but it's like, kind of whatever.
You get used to it.
You do get used to it, and it's a lot less junk data than a lot of other NES games have as well.
Yeah.
So it's...
Yeah. And I think the music quality, the sound effect quality is probably one of the best on the system as well.
Oh, yeah.
I really think that the way that they were able to produce that much sound and the quality of the sound was phenomenal.
Obviously, there's some cutoffs as you demonstrated in World 6, but even then, it's not that bad.
Yeah. But what I mean is, I mean, that was just because they're trying to produce two sound effects at the same time, or probably using the same sound channel or something.
Probably.
I don't know. But just the way that they were able to do the music was so just, I don't know. I think technologically amazing at the time. Like, it was just done so well.
Dude, there's some wonderful 8-bit chiptune music in a lot of NES games. Like, it's impressive. Like, what they were able to get out of that system overall. But yeah, I agree. Mario 3's audio is pretty top tier. You got a lot of unique sound effects. The jumping sound effect is not grating, so you don't mind hearing it on repeat. Each world's theme is unique, which is great because that's something that they lose in some later Mario games. You get a lot of repeat songs for levels. Mario World is a prime example of that. And I mean, there's obviously repeat tracks in Mario 3 levels as well, but you get a bit more. It felt more unique when we were doing this playthrough. I could be completely off the mark there, but it felt more unique.
Each overworld had its own music.
Yes, yeah.
The levels might
6
repeat.
Was the best by far.
Yeah, they were all.
The ice level.
They were all good.
They were all good,
yeah.
but 6 was really good. That overworld.
Yeah, when you start cutting out the music notes, like he was saying, like it gets a little like Lavender Town feeling here. It's like, did Ben drown? What's happening? This is cursed.
You might have to demonstrate on a video or something.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I'll make a short about it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just have to get to World 6.
Yeah, I know.
Warp whistles.
Warp whistles. There you go.
Yeah, you can do that quick with warp whistles.
Yeah, you can do that real quick with warp whistles. Can I say one more thing I never knew about this game because I've never played it like this before? I didn't know this game had a New Game Plus. I never knew that. because by the time I'd
Right.
beat the game, I'd be so fed up and want to be done with it anyway. Like, I'd beat it out of spite back when I was a kid, you know? And so playing through it now, it's like, what do you mean my entire inventory is just P-Wings? What the cheat is this? And so the retro achievement set wants you to beat all of the worlds, start to finish, without using any warps. And then there's also an achievement for beating the game by going from World 1 to World 8 instantly. I'm like, dude, I am not going to do that. That is just, no, I'm not doing those levels with no power-ups. Like, screw that, man. And then I was like, oh, well, I have infinite P-Wings, essentially. This is cake. So it did both.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So
I
is
never
that
knew that.
achievement, you could only use power-ups in your inventory, not in the levels?
No, I don't think so. It was just start the game, go World 1 to 8 and beat it was the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
There might be
But
another
since we
one.
had already beaten it, he was able to use the P-Wings to just fly over everything in World 8.
Yeah, made that achievement, like, not hard. Because World 8 is
It's
almost
tough.
entirely auto-scrollers, and it has a lot of enemies, a lot of cannonballs, and so, yeah, it is definitely in a different class, like Wiz said, compared to other parts of the game. So I think that is probably one of the better areas of the game to play through for a challenge, if you are interested. I'm not necessarily interested in that. I was not necessarily interested in that for this playthrough.
Yeah, that's one of the things where I think doing the double whistle to get to World 8 from World 1 is probably one of the harder ways to play the game, because when you do that, you're not going to have a bunch of items in your inventory to help you out.
I
Mhm.
just remembered I streamed this game maybe back in 2017.
Yeah.
And then I got sad thinking about how 2017 is almost 10 years ago. So I'm still not exactly wrong with my last assessment.
I will say one thing before I have to get off. I have to take my dog out. Going to, I don't even know how old we were, maybe 9 or something like that. Going to, do you remember Stephen Harris?
Oh, yeah.
We went to his
Just
birthday
dox
and
him,
his
man.
dad. Yeah. We went to his house for a birthday party. It was a sleepover, and his dad had rented The Wizard, and we watched The Wizard. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
where Mario
How-
3.
We can't talk about Mario 3 without mentioning the wizard and the power glove. Can
Yeah,
you
and the
believe we
power
almost
glove.
got through this whole talk without that? Yeah. The Wizard, a movie that is essentially one giant commercial, and, made the power glove look like the coolest thing in the world.
Which it is not.
No,
That
was a different thing.
Terrible.
Tangential. I saw one of my 2 speedrunners that I watch who speedrun this game. One of them realized that no one's ever posted a record doing Power Glove only. So he
Oh,
played the entire game in Power Glove. It was miserable. It took him like 8 hours.
Oh, my
oh
gosh.
gosh.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that
awful.
thing's terrible. But
I've
yeah,
never
the
used a
Wizard,
power
that
glove.
was-
It's impressive
I've
that he
never
got through
had.
it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Jeez. I've never used the power glove, so I have no firsthand experience with how bad it is.
Yep.
And I'm about to
got-
disappoint a lot of people that I've never seen The Wizard.
Oh,
It,
man.
it's just a commercial, man. You're okay.
People
Watch it
bring it up
once.
all the time, but yeah, I've never seen it. Never
Watch it once.
never watched it, never was interested.
And don't look back. Watch it once, but don't look back. Leave it in the past where it belongs.
Now hold on, are we gonna talk? Because The Wizard got a Blu-ray release just a couple years ago.
It did.
Oh, did it
Yes,
really?
it did.
It did. There's
That's
a fan
amazing.
base out there apparently that loves The Wizard enough to justify a Blu-ray.
Well, I know what
Okay,
I'm gonna
well,
buy
I
it on, I guess.
Yeah, more power to you. I mean,
Yeah.
I bought it forever ago, and I just got the disc. It just came with the disc. It didn't have the case or anything.
Oh
like,
man, I've been backing
think
up
I
all
got
my
it for, like,
Blu-rays again.
$1.
Been dumping them all. Working on my 007 collection.
But yeah, I do have to get going. My dog needs to go out, but
No worries.
those were my my
All right.
thoughts.
Can you give us a
And,
score out of 10?
Yeah, you got to
My
give us.
score out of
Yeah,
10,
there you go.
I would say, oh man, okay, so shoot, man, it's good. I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. And the only reason why I don't give it a 10 out of 10 is there are some trolly aspects to it. And it is part of the fun, but replaying through it, it's more annoying. Trying to remember everything, but I'd say 9 out of 10. There is a little bit, I think, things done better. And this is a today score. The things that were done better in later Mario's. The other thing too is I think there was some other games, other platformers on Nintendo that were really well done as well, that rivaled Mario 3. But it is a solid game, the best Mario game, my favorite Mario game out there. But yeah, that's what I'd give it.
The other
Solid 9.
platformers that Devin likes the most are probably Rygar.
Rygar. Okay.
Throwing that
We
in there
got
for
a-
Gary, who is not ever going to watch this and see that I just made fun of him by saying Rygar right there.
You can clip it and
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. But, yeah, I think... I don't think I really have anything else much to talk about with Mario 3 other than the last Bowser fight being pretty interesting compared to other games in the series of how you have to make him fall through the floor. I think that's about one of the only things we didn't touch on.
That's what I was gonna say. So we were talking about brick breaking earlier. The red bricks,
Yep.
and only Bowser can break them. You can't break them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was a cool aspect of the fight. It was a very entertaining fight.
Because they were not Mushroom Kingdom
Residents.
denizens.
Yeah, you
that was
couldn't murder 'em.
actually bricks.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's funny because I mean, you can kill him with items if you get an item to him. You know, so if you got fireballs or the hammer suit, I think the hammer suit only takes 2 hits to KO him.
Oh, well.
Yeah, Hammer Suit's pretty quick. Yeah.
Yeah. The funny thing is that his sprite doesn't have a hitbox on the bottom half of his body. So if you're small Mario, you can just stand inside a Bowser.
Oh, really?
Or yeah, or if you're big Mario and duck, so like when he slams down, it won't hurt you.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that.
So if you want a really easy fight, just walk up to him and crouch and let him slam, and then when he goes to do the last jump, leap out of the way.
That's great.
Himself.
That's great. Oh, that's really great.
Yeah, that is funny. I didn't know that.
I like how Peach trolls you at the end too. Sorry, Mario, your princess isn't. Nah, just kidding.
Yeah, that's a fun touch.
But yeah, we could go ahead and close it out here. I don't really have much else to say on my end for the game, so I echoed Devin's score of 9 out of 10 out of even a today's standard. Like by today's standards, it's a really solid game. It's great to look at. It performs great. You want it to have slightly different visuals. You want 16-bit versus 8-bit. Like, go for Mario All-Stars. It's still the same great game, just with a different feel. And it's available on everything now. Like, modern even. So, like, you could still play this on your Switch, Switch 2, through NSO. If you were able to pick it up on virtual consoles, it was on Wii, Wii U, and 3DS, I believe. So
NES Classic.
NES Classic,
Yeah,
the
Super
Wii
Mario
version
Advance.
All-Star port that was just the Super Nintendo ROM in a Wii disc. So that disc is a full 4 gig disc with a 25, or it's only 25 like megabytes because it has like a couple extra things on it, I think.
Yep.
Like the ISO for that game is like 25 megabytes. It's really funny. And then of course you could just get the classic NES cart. I think it still goes for around $25 even now. So it's not too overpriced. So nice. Like, it's great to be able to have this game be so accessible because I think it's an important game in history. And even not being a big fan of Mario games, it's like, yeah, this is a great game. Unlike Mario Galaxy. But anyway, what about you, Zergling? What would you score this game today?
Well, I would score it 9 out of 10 purely because I never give anything a 10 out of 10.
That's fair. I give it a 9 out of 10
10
just for
10.
auto scrollers.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 would mean it's absolutely perfect in every way, and
Yep.
no game is that good.
No.
Because, I mean, lots of spelling mistakes, the princess giving you tips about worlds you've already been to.
That's true.
Does she really? I honestly did not read those messages.
Yeah, she talks about bandits on World 2, and it's too late. You can't go back. You'd have to start all over.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, I would definitely give it 9 out of 10 because it does so many things right. The gameplay is really good. There's lots of things you can do, lots of power-ups, very beginner friendly because infinite continues. And I think it does a really good job of demonstrating what you're supposed to do and how to play the game, even if you never looked at a manual at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree
yeah,
with that.
and yeah, one of my kids, he played that, and he's played more Mario games than me at this point, but I kind of stopped at 16 bits as far as Mario goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Understandable. They dropped off a bit after that.
Yeah, piggybacking something there. I think that this, Mario 1 does a great job teaching you how to play. Like 1-1 is a perfect tutorial, I think. You get every power up, you see almost every enemy in the game. Mario 3 does a fantastic job of introducing things to you at a decent pace, because a lot of times you'll get introduced to a brand new enemy, and then few levels later or a few worlds later, now that enemy has a new ability, right? You know, you get introduced to Spike and he doesn't throw balls right away. That comes later,
Yeah.
You get, your beetles that walk around, the buff ones that throw bricks, but the first level they're introduced in doesn't have anything for them to throw. You're just getting accustomed to new enemies.
Yeah.
I think it's, the game does a really good job of introducing you to things at a pace that is fair.
Yeah.
For me, I'll be I'll be the negative Nancy, I guess. I was gonna say for me, I'm gonna give this game an 8.5 out of 10 because for me the trolling does bog it down a little bit more. I was like, it's a platformer. I should be able to just play a clean, fair game without getting trolled by Nintendo.
That's surprising to me,
Yeah.
honestly, that I have scored this
I know.
higher than you.
You did score it higher than me. I was surprised. I thought you were gonna give it an 8. I was totally gonna coming in here ready to be 8.5, and now you guys are 9s. I was like, ooh, I'm not normally the negative Nelly in this neighborhood when we're talking Mario.
My only real complaint, like my only real thing is I just didn't care for the amount of auto scrollers.
And that's the other thing for me. So it's like there are just a lot of auto scrollers. There's just a couple too many little trolls in the game. A couple, I think, too many little maze sections with pick a door.
That's
That
fair.
like as a kid didn't bother me as much as it does now. I think it's because I've played so much Mario Maker that I'm like, pick a door, not this garbage again. But Nintendo taught us to do it, so I can't really blame people now for doing it.
Yeah.
But it's still a superb game. I think, no brainer for anyone who likes Mario games or Nintendo in general. I'd say it's definitely top 10 NES game. And if people like platformers in general, I definitely think it's worth giving it a try if they haven't played it before.
Yeah. And
Yep.
thankfully, again, accessible everywhere. But
Mhm.
thank you all for joining me for Game of the Month discussion number 43 on Super Mario Bros. 3. Been a pleasure, and I hope everybody watching had an amazing holiday season, and Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us in 2026. In 3 weeks. Anyway. We'll catch you
All
back
right.
next month with who knows what, so stay tuned, and have a good one, everybody. Later.
All right.
We'll see ya.
Bye.